Here's the million-dollar question. How do men like us reach our full potential and grow into the men we dream of being while taking care of our responsibilities, working, being good husbands, fathers, and still take care of ourselves? That's the question, and this podcast will help you with those answers. My name is Brent, and welcome to the Fallible Man podcast. Merry Christmas, Fallible Nation. In the spirit of the season, I want to wish you peace. Actual, real peace. This term is often misunderstood, so I'm going to take us back and go back to my roots as a former youth minister. No, don't hang up on me. Turn this off. I'm not going to start preaching about how to live your life or anything like that, okay? But the meaning of peace in this time of the Bible, or in the time of the Bible, had a different meaning. Peace in the Bible is reference to being a whole. It's the idea of a brick wall in perfect condition, a bunch of pieces structured and ordered to complete something perfect. Or a perfectly built house where the lumber and the wiring and concrete, all of it, right? You're getting the idea? All of it comes together as individual pieces to fulfill a specific purpose. And that is a complete house that keeps you warm, dry, and all the things that a house is supposed to do. Now, that's our goal here at the Fallible Man. That's our actual goal, is we want to help you be complete, guys. Now, I know that's maybe a little more than you bit off or thought you were biting off, but guys, it's Christmas. So let's talk about peace as real peace actually is. Now, I have to thank my friend Ryan for introducing me to this concept. I didn't know until recently that the word could also, or was actually intentionally meant to be complete or whole for the word peace. But our goal here is to help you find this kind of peace. That is what the Fallible Man is. We want you to obtain being whole. In fact, that's what we advocate for. That's what we aim for with men, is to help men become whole, to become everything they're meant to be, because you have incredible potential. Now, there's a whole lot of people who will argue that what being whole actually looks like. Gurus will tell you that you don't tell you what you do need or don't need to achieve that. The truth is, only you can find whole for you. But we can help you on that journey. I can't tell you precisely what complete, whole, purpose-filled, full potential you looks like. That's not something I can give you. Only you can decide that, guys. But I can help you find that as we all go on this journey to become the very best version of ourselves. And that happens by becoming complete. Everything you're meant to be, everything you have the opportunity and potential to be. Being whole is about bringing yourself into alignment. Not that new age nonsense. So what does that mean? It means not being at war with yourself, guys. You have a purpose. You have dreams and goals. You have an ability to fulfill something that only you have the unique capability to do. But to get there, to start off, you have to sit down and find your why, as we've discussed in several other videos, so I'm not going to go into that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, be sure and dig into those videos, and I'll try and link one at the end for you. But I want you to take a good long sit, guys. Sit down and figure out what you want in life and why. That is the first task you must accomplish to become, or to start becoming, whole or complete or who you're meant to be. You have to understand what you want and why you want it in your life. I was recently told I make my content too broad to satisfy the YouTube algorithm, which is more than likely true, but life isn't the YouTube algorithm. And sometimes you have to look at the big whole picture to see all the little pieces that you need to gather to achieve what you want to achieve. So while apparently my approach to YouTube is a failure, it doesn't matter. What matters is your life isn't governed by the YouTube algorithm. Your life, you have to see the big picture. You have to decide what you want out of it and then why you want it, because that's going to be critical for seeing it through all the way. So figure out the what and the why, and then let's get into where you go from there. Once you figured out the what and the why, guys, this is where I want you to start. Okay? Number one, I want you to align your thoughts. Years ago, I showed my friend's sister that the body follows the head by grabbing her brother's neck and throwing his head between his knees. It flipped him over in the air and he landed flat on his back. He was not real happy about it. Probably wasn't the nice thing to do. He totally wasn't expecting it. But while it was funny at the time, that principle holds true. While that was a physical thing, the physical principle holds true into where your head goes, your body follows. So you have to align the way you think with your goals. If your thoughts don't align with your stated goal, well, it's time to change things up. You have to learn to see things through the eyes of your intention, guys. If you intend to be wealthy, you can't look at money in a negative light. If you intend to be in good health, you can't see exercise as the enemy. You have to change the way you think about things. Most importantly, if you want to be in a positive place, you have to get the negative self-talk out of your head. Get it out. If you heard somebody else talking to you the way that you talk to yourself, most likely, you'd want to punch that guy in the face. And well, you should. We are often very critical in our own minds about ourselves, and we limit our possibility because we believe ourselves with all the crap we're spewing about the negativity. You need to get that negative self-talk out of your head and be focused on aligning your mind with your goals and your own self-worth along the way. Now, number two, I want you to align your body. Now, guys, if you want to run a marathon, you can't avoid walking. I know that sounds absurd, but it makes a point. If you intend to live a full life, well, then you can't become a couch potato. Netflix and chill is not for you if you intend to live a whole, purposeful, and complete life. If you want to be strong, you're going to have to lift heavy things. Doesn't matter if you like the gym or if you like weights. Doesn't matter if you like to lift out and work out. That is inconsequential. The truth is, if you want to be strong, you're going to lift heavy things. If you want to run, you're going to walk. You're going to jog, and you're going to run. You got to log the miles. You have to align your body with the purpose you intend for. If you want to live well, you can't eat a bunch of junk all the time. It's very, very plain to understand, ladies and gentlemen. Your choices, health-wise, will dictate a great deal of what you can accomplish in your life. It's not necessarily fun or hip. It's not what you want to do. Maybe you don't want to spend all your time in the gym. Maybe you don't want to weigh your food or track calories. I get it. But you have to align your body with your intention. So if that intention is to live a full and complete life, guys, it's time to start taking care of ourselves. We're not children anymore. I've ragged on this before, so I won't go on forever, but you know what you don't need to eat. You don't need a health coach to tell you that. Be sure and check out our video with John McLernan. He is an incredible health coach. I had such a good conversation with him, but he can tell you his diet approach is not super crazy and strict because he knows that's not sustainable for his clients. But he will tell you that you have to put on your big boy pants and eat your vegetables. Stop eating the junk that you know you shouldn't eat. Stop going through that drive-through. Get your health in alignment. You don't have to go to the gym, but you do have to start walking. You do have to start being physical. Go play basketball. Find something fun. Go play tag. Do something you can enjoy doing that gives you exercise, just like when you were a little kid. And that will make that part of it a whole lot easier. Now, number 3, I want to tell you, you've got to align your mind. Now, I just said, wait, right? Because, wait, Brent, you just talked about aligning your thoughts. Isn't it the same thing? And the answer is no. When I say I want you to align your mind, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. We talked about the way you think about things, the way you think about yourself, the way you talk to yourself. But when I say aligned your mind as opposed to your thoughts, I'm saying when you need to align, the way you align your mind is we're talking about your intelligence, your actual noodle, guys. If your goal is to be a doctor, but you only have a high school diploma like me, then guess what? It's time to hit the books. It's time to get back into school because you can't be a doctor without furthering that education. And that is the truth about your mind. You have to decide what your goals are, what your purpose is, what you intend to be, what makes you whole. And when you do that, you got to put in the mental work, not just the body work. You have to put in the mind work. The truth is, you're really not going to reach your goals unless you become a forever learner. It's a requirement. There's no situation where education of some kind, note, I did not say school, where an education of some kind is not beneficial. Okay? You don't have to go back to school. I didn't go to school because it wasn't the right choice for me at the time. There were lots of things I could have learned there, but at the time it wasn't the best option for me. But there are still a lot of things you can do. You can take online courses. I'm actually taking multiple courses online right now. You can go to seminars. You can check out podcasts like this one. You can do audiobooks. You can do regular books. I know they still exist. Libraries are still a thing. You can do ebooks if that's your thing. That's fine too. Go to networking events. Grow your circle. Grow the people you know. Apprentice under people. Find somebody to help hold you accountable to your goals of growing yourself. There are so many options. Coincidentally, there's never been more available knowledge to the general masses than there is right now. It is an incredible time in history for you to be able to educate yourself. You don't have to pay tuition fees at a school. You don't have to go to college. That doesn't have to be the end of your educational journey. You have more opportunity. Just go to YouTube. Even Elon Musk thinks YouTube is a place where you can learn almost anything you want to. So guys, there's no excuse, but if you want to reach your goals, if you want to come into alignment and be completely whole, well, after you find your what and your why, you have to get your mind in alignment because you're going to have to learn some things to do it, guys. Now, guys, we're going to roll to our sponsor today. And today's sponsor is Common Man OCR. Common Man OCR is a friend of mine who's been a longtime supporter of the show, and Common Man is just trying to set an example by the way he's choosing to go about his life. He is a longtime computer worker who is going out, actually this very weekend while I was recording this episode, he is coming back from a all-weekend event with Spartan and Tough Mudder down in Florida where he spent 3 days running these events. He is a 30-plus year veteran of the computer community where he's worked at a computer job, and it has taken a toll on his health, and he's trying to regain that health. Just like a lot of you have jobs that put you in front of computer screens or in the office all day long, and you struggle with eating right and you struggle with working out, guess what? We all do. And Common Man is just trying to put out stuff to encourage you, because if he can do it, you can do it. And he wholeheartedly believes that. And he believes in the message we have going on here. So Common Man OCR at Common Man OCR on most platforms is your place to go. If you're looking for someone to go, hey, that guy's doing it and so can I, looking for encouragement, check him out. And now let's get back to our show. Guys, welcome back. And today we're discussing achieving real peace. Now, real peace isn't the end of conflict, at least like warfare. Real peace is not as we've known it, right? That's what we associate with the end of a conflict, with the end of war. But real peace goes all the way back. If we look at the early definitions of the word peace, peace represents being whole, being complete. A perfect square block of rock is at peace because it's whole. It's completed its purpose. It stands integral as what it is. A brick wall with no defects. Hundreds, sometimes thousands of bricks, all serving one general purpose and being complete, and they have served their purpose because they are whole and make something complete. That is what peace is in your life, guys. If you want to achieve peace, you have to align what you want and why you want it with both your mind, your thoughts, and your body. Now, in this half of the show, we're going to dig in a little bit farther because there's at least 2 more things I want to share with you in this idea. But comment down below, what do you think of this idea of real peace, of peace being the arrival of becoming whole and complete in your purpose? Share down below. I'm curious what you guys think of this thought. This is a new concept to me that I just recently was introduced to, and I think there's a lot of merit to it. It goes right to the heart of what we're doing here at the Fallible Man. I love your input. Now, getting back on track, guys. Number 4, I want you to align your heart. Yeah, we're going to get real for a minute. We're going to talk about the old ticker. No, we're not talking about your physical heart. Yes, please get your cardiovascular health taken care of. That should be in align your body back in number 2. So go back and re-listen to that section if you need to. But when I say align your heart, you cannot reach completion or wholeness. You cannot reach this idea of peace until you bring your heart together with your goals. In fact, I would wager that without getting your heart into alignment, you have no chance of completing this concept of peace or being whole. You see, you have to believe in your goals and dreams. You have to believe in that what and why so deeply that it's convicting in your heart. You can't do it half-heartedly. If you choose to go down a path and it doesn't ever seem to work for you, you need to take a self-gut check here and realize, yeah, well, I think that's a good idea. Is it what is actually important to me? Do I actually have my heart in this? Now, we all know a lot of people who go into things half-hearted. We all know exactly what that means, and it has a lot of negative connotations, and it should, because going into something half-hearted is a definitive way to make sure that it does not actually achieve its full potential. You have to have a deep heart belief in what you're doing. It's just part of it, guys. You have to believe in your goals and your dreams. You have to believe in your why. And that's why in our other videos where I've talked about finding your why, which is a great book, by the way, but when I've talked about it in other videos, I'm so adamant about it. Your why has to outweigh all the concerns, all of the roadblocks, all the problems that life is going to throw in your way. You have to find that why that your heart can just fall in love with and grasp and hold on to. It's got to be deeper. Your heart's got to be deeper into that why than surface level nonsense. So you have to align your heart with everything else or you're doomed from the start. You will not reach being complete until you align your heart. Now, number 5, guys, is you got to align your beliefs. I'm not going to tell you what you should believe. I've been very clear on this channel. I'm a Christian and I believe in God and the Bible. You don't have to believe that, and that's fine. That's your choice. That's between you and God. What you do have to believe in is, well, you have to believe in what you believe in. Your beliefs have to reflect your why. It has to reflect your heart. It has to affect it has to reflect your cause. You cannot get your heart truly behind something unless your beliefs reflect what you're behind. So if you want to live your best life, if you want to be complete, you need to figure out what you believe, because guys, you're going to have to find something deeper than just, I want to be a good man, to reach that idea of whole and complete. Now, you may find it through meditation. You may find it through yoga. I don't know what you believe, but you have to know what you believe. And those beliefs have to fall in line with what you are putting the rest of yourself behind. Otherwise, you're doomed. Now, these are 5 things, guys, that are really critical to achieving actual peace in your life, to complete that wholeness. Now, there's a sixth one, and that is actions. Your actions have to reflect your cause, your belief, your what. So if you've decided that you want to be a whole person, if you've decided that this is what it takes, this is your goals in life, this is what you are living for, this is what you plan for, you've got your why and your what put together, your actions have to fall into alignment. It's really easy, right? If you say, I want to be a whole person, that includes being healthy, that includes being productive, that includes achieving goals and dreams, that includes being a family person, that includes being a good husband or a father, that includes being a good person in general. Your actions have to align with what you have found that is important to you and your why. If your actions don't reflect that what and why, then they're not really the what and why for you guys. It's really simple that way. It's a lot of deep thought for Christmas. I know. But guys, I want you to find peace. I want you to find that wholeness. That is the whole why in the Fallible Man. That's our mission. That's the what for the Fallible Man. That is our mission here, is to help you become more whole. Now guys, I wish for you an amazing Christmas and for you to find your peace. We, the Fallible Man, will be here helping you by providing ideas, insights, experts in our podcast for you to consult with and listen to, encouragement and support. We have a members area. We have all kinds of ways you can interact with us. As you seek peace, that idea of wholeness and being complete, we want you to reach your goals and potential as a man. Now, if you're a woman and listening to this, you know what? We're not leaving you out. I talk specifically to men, but if you're a woman listening to this channel, I want you to be whole too. And there are a lot of things that we share on this channel that will help you as well. So this goes to all of you guys. Be better tomorrow because of what you do today. Merry Christmas. God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.
This has been the Fallible Man Podcast, your home for everything man, husband, and father. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a show. Head over to www.thefallibleman.com for more content and get your own Fallible Man gear.